Hello, ladies and gentlemen, those otherwise inclined. My name is Lady 2, and welcome back to the Pokémon X Nuzlocke. Last time we acquired the Pokéflute, albeit temporarily, battled and defeated, well, not defeated, caught the Snorlax on Route 7, before getting our acceptance into the Battle Chateau and making our way finally through here to Ambrette Town. We've only just popped in through the doors after doing all the battling that we have, so we haven't completely had a look around. I'm probably close to switching out some of these Pokemon as well. Not all, but some. Just to give us a little bit of variance for things to come. That's not including our battling as a Viscount now, because those will send team levels up. Yo, this is a good deal. Why don't you trade a Pokeball for my dive ball? Sure. Yeah, thanks. Enjoy the dive ball. See, it's a good deal, isn't it? We can trade again tomorrow if you want. Ambrette Town, where Amber dust dances. Your trainer uses TM, it's Rock Smash. Now we can do our Rock Smash encounters. Not that we've come across any yet. Rock Smash may also lower the other Pokemon's ability to defend itself, and makes up for what it lacks in power. This should be... oh no, that's the aquarium, sorry. For us to proceed, like, we'll need to go through here at some point, but for us to actually be able to go through this point, we need to do some other stuff first. And thanks for visiting our aquarium. Your interest in marine so much to us. The Pokemon on the far side of the glass. All they see every day is the strange faces of the humans who have come to see them. Do you think there are still Pokemon that have never been seen down there? Deep, deep in the depths of the sea. Wowzers! I just saw a fish Pokemon hiding behind that rock. I want to swim in the sea with a Pokemon. The amazing Pokemon ability Storm Drain. Not only does it draw all water-type moves to a Pokemon, it even raises their special attack. There are many types of Pokemon in the wider world, and solely water types are the most populous. After normal types, of course. Well, I still haven't looked to see if there's a way to disable that. Route 8 continues on out that door there. That's right, Route 8 shows a long one. It runs down the cliffs through Ambrette Town, along the sea, and all the way to the next town. A wandering trainer, are you? Let me guess, you wish to fish for all the Pokemon in the sea, right? I'm sure you do. Shall I lend you a rod? I'm a fishing fanatic, and I've collected more old rods than I could ever use. Yeah, sure. Hey, well, one fishing rod. I'll teach you quickly how to use it. First, you gotta face the water when you use it. If an exclamation mark appears, press the A button. You can either try to catch the Pokemon that you fish, or just beat them in a battle. It's up to you now. So now we can do our Path and Palace encounter. Which we could hold on to for a bit. I'm very particular about the speed of Pokemon. That's why I'm wondering if you have any Pokemon with a speed of 161 or greater with you. Maybe not. There's multiple Pokemon than speed. But what I'd really like to see today is a Pokemon with a speed greater than 161. I mean, Kettle's probably our closest to that. Oh, it's 40? 47, no. Still was a ways off. Guess what? I heard this Pokemon can evolve during a battle. Did you know that? That'll be the Mega Evolution. There are lots of stones that can bring out new power in Pokemon. The Kalos region just happens to have a lot of stones. This makes me think that that could happen, that anything could happen here, so... Sitting away. Trainer tips. Use Pokémon Me to spend some quality time with your Pokémon. I wonder how strong the Smeargle I left at the daycare has become. Do you know about Smeargle's move Sketch? It takes the move the other Pokémon used and makes it into its own. Welcome to Hotel Ambrette. Travelling trainer, why don't you use this? Nature Power. Nature Power becomes a different move depending on the place it's used. I hope it'll add fun to your journey. Hey, I got something rare from the customer. I had a chat with the customer several times and we hit it off. It's the one, basically, where... I believe it's the one where if you find the person multiple times across different hotels, she'll trade you an EV. The Kalos region is nice and all. You should really check out my region. There's this facility that you wouldn't believe. Never mind, you'll see it in due time. Now, which one were they talking about with that one? Hey, how's it going, friend? I'm Mr. Bonding, the expert on O-Powers. Let me ask you just in case. Do you need to hear an explanation about O-Powers? Hey, that's my friend. Let's get started, shall we? It's bonding time. You received an O-Power from Mr. Bonding. You can now use Special Defense Power, level 1. The Special Defense Power increases the Special Defense stat. You can use O-Powers in the PSS, and the more you use them, the higher they level up. Use them as often as possible. And now I do believe I shall take my leave right about now. Hope to see you around. Where is this customer? You must have come to the fossil lab because you liked fossils. Do you have a Pokemon called Genesect with you? Please let me know, alright? I'll give you the drives. Wait for me. Welcome, future archaeologists. You were drawn here by the mystique of fossils, no doubt. My name's Serena, and this is the uncle. We're researching Mega Evolution, and we were wondering if you know anything about it. Oh, so you're Professor Sycamore's students. I've heard about you. Mega Evolution, you say? I'm sorry, but all I know is that it has something to do with mysterious stones. Still, since you're students of the Professor, you must know about Pokemon fossils, correct? Wonderful, I expect no less from Professor Sycamore's students. That's right, fossils are the legacy of prehistoric Pokemon. You should really go to the dig site and see the real thing firsthand. Oh, I see. Well, if you don't know anything about Mega Evolution then... Hold on. Pokemon that can be restored from fossils just might have something to do with Mega Evolution. The assistants in Glittering Cave right now might know about that. What should we do? Well, since I'm already here, maybe I should go talk to that assistant. Are you going to Glittering Cave, Thor? We shall. Still, we need to come into here. Guess we haven't chatted with everyone here yet. Pokemon fossils are not... Pokemon fossils are quite rare themselves, but not nearly as rare as the stones you'll find along Route 10 here in Kalos. Route 10. Pokemon fossils. What do you think they dream about? I feel like we should switch in some Pokemon, I'm just not sure who. Well, we can have a quick look ahead. Like, I'm thinking we drop Sprout out. There is a Sky Battle, I remember that. So that'll be Pidge. Let's see. That'll. Yeah, so Route 9 is just that Sky Battle, but there are encounters. Glittering Cave. No battles immediately. We will be dealing with Houndour Zubat, Open Electrike, Scraggy Krogunk. With that in mind, my query is much more, do I drop bugs? Or do we hold off briefly, get our Route 9 encounter, because they could possibly come into the team as well. So it's a bit more fiddling around with me. That. Also, considering we might actually drop Upchuck immediately, because Upchuck's not going to be any help with the encounters, because the vast majority of them he is weak to. So we can swap Upchuck out. Question is, who do I want to bring in for? My thought would be either Greta, Baymax, or Valerie. I might go Valerie, because there's going to be a small portion where I'm going to put on the experience share again. So Valerie being the lowest out right now, that sort of suits her. And plus, if we're doing that, then that also means we've got, like, that starts to build her up. Because when, like, that's the other one that can deal with some of the encounters. Sort of. Who knows? That's what I meant to do. And she's still a bit out, especially compared to the others, but Sprout top. He should have the amulet coin. Yep, good. Let's deal with this. Upchuck, be gone. In comes Valerie. can do for now positionally. Maybe slightly more over, who knows. But yeah, I think Valerie to begin with, and then we'll look to bring in Baymax and what's his name? And Greta soon. Yep. Okay. Go to the bag. Turn you on. Oh, wrong way. Oh, are you going to search for fossils in Glimmering Cave? You'll have to ride on a Rhyhorn to get there in that case. Riding Rhyhorn is so much fun. You can even pretend that you're the famous Rhyhorn racer Grace. I'd like to ride Rhyhorn too. Press the A button to find a way over the clay, and that little ditty will teach you how. Pokémon moves that come in direct physical contact with the target are direct attacks. If you want to do something about them, you can try this. Rocky Helmets. If a Pokemon holding a Rocky Helmet takes a direct attack, the attacker takes damage too. Combine that with an ability like Iron Barbs or Rough Skin, and it'll really start to sting. It's a rainy day. Spike's Passage. Battle. Stand up. I think the three encounters we possibly had was Sandile, Hippopotas, and Helioptile. I would have been fine with any of them. Though that being said, let's put you on a ticking time clock. Oh, this will be interesting. Hey. Wahoo! Captured was the Sandile. It moves along below the sand surface, except for its nose and eyes. A dark membrane shields its eyes from the sun. Now, I've used Steve, I've used Bindi. What is the name of Mama Irwin? Terry. Terry it is. Oops. Save as is usual for encounter. Add to the tracker. While we're doing that, we might as well add Valerie in as well. To the two, that is. Cindy. Pepper Charge, nicknames Terry. You're not known, aren't you? Want to do the switch or give it a little bit? Actually, what we can do, keep the experience share on for now. Because what my thought was, what we could do is we could turn it off, we open with Valerie, and do the switch between Valerie and Sprout until Sprout gets to a certain point. Right. So we know it's got Yawn, what else does it know before I switch? Bite, tackle, sand attack. Actually, let's go Pidge, because we know we're not going to be using Pidge for the gym. So Pidge getting some extra levels in now isn't the worst. Might as well head back in the Because yeah, look, Peach getting those extra levels isn't an awful thing. Let's go. That was not what I was looking for. But as soon as we started going, I was like, okay. Also, as an aside, I've figured out what I'm going to do with that block smash thing. At the very least for retake. That's the wrong way. I guess we could have checked what Terry's it was. Ability. That works. No water spout. Got play nice. Next defense. Paralyze him. And Firestorm. Helicopter. We don't really have a switch here. Okay. Heal Trainer. Allow me to restore your Pokemon to full health. Heal Trainer. You must have some impressive Pokemon to make it this far. So that allows us to deal with that, which is nice. It's real easy to get lost inside this here cave. Just take it one step at a time. You're rushing in all careless like and you'll never find your way out. Trainer tips. You can immediately walk outside the cave you're in by using an escape rope, which we should have some. Get that out. Yeah, we do. He has to. Does not mean we're going in straight away, though. We're doing cave. But we are going to do this sky battle. Careful sky battle with a sky trainer. With my rubber flying suit, I can completely shrug off electric type moves. You are challenged by Sky Trainer Orion. I like the principle of a sky battle. Find the execution a bit lacking. Page. Cheers, Pidge. Hey, finally. Cool. Fuck's sake, Pidge. Was it got it again? This has not been a good battle for you, Pidge. You're lucky it's against a Ledian. And that they didn't get an Omni boost. Which again, I think they'll go for Supersonic, so quick attack. Pidge. Mate, it doesn't matter if I'm taking the hits. It's my Pokemon that are taking the hits. Basketball. Useful for the, technically, 2 encounters we'll get with the Glittering Cove. Who eventually got their Pidge. It's a big. But maybe we should do a couple of battles. So what I'm thinking is, before we absolutely commit to doing the Glittering Cave, is we should maybe do a couple of battles in the Parfum Palace. Sorry, not the Parfum Palace, the... What am I thinking? Do a couple of battles in the Battle Chateau after we get our encounter at Parfum Palace. And that way we bring Greta, Baymax and Valerie a bit closer up to scale. Or a little closer up to par at the very least. And then those three can handle the bulk of the battling on the way up to the Glittering Cave. Before we send the rest in. And we can maybe utilise Terry as well. Alright. Should I take the slight risk? The slight risk is switching in Valerie. Like, we definitely switch regardless. It's whether we switch in Valerie or we just stick with Peach. Level 13. Might be max health. Defensive 18 would be a reasonably high defense. Just a Hippopotamus. 16 with tackle. And hit. Bite, I don't think we need to worry about, it's more tap. Won't be a problem. Even if it crits, it still won't get us close. And that's at max attack. So you get a bit more experience, Valerie. That's fine. Technically go for it. Oh, we might as well switch back. Because in case things really do go bad, I would much rather lose Sprout than Valerie. Sprout, we've got replacements for. Professional beat is the lucky egg is in this game. Valerie? Just let me duck out for a quick moment. And then... Oh, sorry. Sorry, little shift to the mic. Let me deal with something real quickly. I'll come back. And then we'll go for about probably another 5-10 minutes before I'll go have myself a coffee. Well, sorry, not 5-10, more like 10-15. But yeah, you know what I mean. We'll basically jump out, start to head towards the bathroom, and then handle what we need to handle. But yeah, I'll be back real soon. And we're back. Sorry, that was just briefly taking care of something. Locked us in, Ryan. Super patient. The sake of it is Toby's nature. Careful. I knew it had Moxie. Speed for special attack. That's perfectly fine. Basically, you're probably looking at that or adamant. It's the two you'd really want. Any of the attack ups minus Brave. That works out well. And a potential candidate for the next gym. Said Valerie might be the one to take on the Magikarp. As we're dealing with other stuff on the way. Was it again? It was Astonish and Gust as its two damaging moves. Oh, thank God. The kettle. Smoke screen. Yeah, we'll drop Growl for that. Interesting having two Pokemon with smoke screen. That off for now. Or do we keep it on? Let's keep it on. For now. Perfect. Oh, because we desperately need it, or because it'll help a little bit. Encounter first. Oh, actually. Let's do a couple of the switches now. Because what we can do is we can... If we run into an Ordino, we're sorted. Just to make sure. So. Page out. Sprout out. And with your mighty boots. Und Bretter. It also sounds a bit like some Dragon Quest music, as an aside. So with the old one, we should only be able to get a magic up at the Path and Palace. Still Venipede, which is fine. We can switch in Greta for it. That's okay. That could have been a lot worse. Confusion. Interestingly, you got better specialist. Well, it's an immediate stats got better special attack than attack. But it's the whole shebang. Quite as straightforward. The tiniest of heals. The Eevee, the Golden, and the Battle Chateau. We should register that. Might as well register that. Here's the Magica. It's at level 15, so we will be dealing with tackle. Oh, the birds are loud again. Actually, we are not using Rhine, but get back to Ambrette Town, we can probably grab some more Pokeballs and that. I mean, we can do it in Camp Fair. What about this? It is virtually worthless in terms of both power and speed. It is the most weak and pathetic Pokemon in the world. Shall we call you? The ones I've used before. My running theme at the moment with the Magikarps is swimmers. Australian swimmers. So I could go McAvoy. Trying to think if I used a McAvoy before. If you're wondering why McAvoy just broke the 50 meters. I want to say the freestyle record, but I'm not dead certain which strike it was. It's 20.82 seconds. I want to double check it was McAvoy before we do it. But yeah, that'll probably be the one. Was indeed. Cam McAvoy. Again, as per usual, we save. And that's one that may come in as well, because obviously we want to make sure it can get some levels. So what I'd want to do before going into that is ideally we'd be swapping out Kato, because I don't want Kato to overlevel just yet. But what I'd want to do is I'd want to check. Actually, let's heal Valerie back up. But what I'd want to do is I'd want to check to make sure that, well, what the potential teams that the Viscounts can have. Because we've already swapped out Pidge. We could bring Pidge back in, technically. But Kai's the one who could also deal with the because a lot of the Baronesses have grass types. So Kai could actually be the ones to deal with that instead. Lots of Venipede, considering Ordinance, I think, supposed to be the higher encounter here. Be correct. Part of me is inclined to immediately give Greta the Rock Smash as well. Where are these Ordinary? Of course, the other thing we'll need to do is we'll need to get that amulet coin off of Pidge. Might as well do that now. Realistically, there's two things we need to check. One is the stuff within the Glittering Cave, which we kind of need Pitch for, but not overwhelmingly. Well, we sort of need it for one. And it's maybe required for one of the battles on the bottom part of Route 8. Interesting. So RB's got 2 different pages for the Battle Chateau. So, Leo, Esper, Pancham, Akshu, Mianfu, Oddish, Tentacle, Snorlax, Baby, Global, Jeffleon, Krogunk, yeah. Very mix. 2 bits. Keep as is. Oops, that's not what I want. And then we've got the routine switches through if we want. No, it ain't like, I don't know. So I don't like we're going to be switching bugs around much. You never know. I'd say once we get Kai and Kato up to 21, we can swap them out. Or we can at least swap Kato out, maybe. Speaking of, let's see. I fucking forgot about it. What? You are brave. That's great. That's the speed. That's the problem. Oh, let's put that in. I'm not sure I saved as well. Following that encounter. Okay. Tracker. We want the tracker in a tracking world. Cup. If you're curious as to why I wasn't doing that encounter, the Magikarp back in Ambrette Town, because the old rod doesn't give you a Magikarp in Ambrette Town. Instead, it gives you a Loveness. Getting the experience share on should. That's fine. The Botanic Parts actually we should be opening with Baymax. A first-class gentleman has to have first-class Pokémon. Is it Baron? Big boy. Shouldn't be fighting any counts and countesses. Isn't this a little odd? A first-class gentleman wouldn't lose, right? Fuck me, these birds. A first-class gentleman isn't ruffled by a little loss like this. So you're still here, seemingly. Nobody in there. Am I done? Let's get started at once. I've been chomping at the bit. Tis a Viscount, the tentacle. I could be killer. That being said, what's your special defense like? 41. Level 20 tentacle is likely to have. Look at it. Bubble beam, toxic spikes, acid, constrict. It would surprise me if she used up a turn to set up toxic spikes. Actually, let's use amnesia. Snorlax should be able to handle this. Oh, sorry, Snorlax, Baymax. Yeah, definitely. That of course it crits. Excellent job. Level of Halloween. Once Razor Leaf. You will take Razor Leaf instead of Rhino. Oh yes, this is what I wanted. I just love a good sound defeat. You like to lose? Going wild with my Pokemon is the ultimate stress relief for me. Okay. Let's do a quick heal up. Actually, we'll do it at Camphor Town because we need to do the berries. That had slipped my mind. Take care of the berries first. I'm just checking to see if there's a battle involved in any of these. Nope. I haven't bothered to look at the mutation stuff yet, so... 'Cause 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 Oh, mate. Certainly, when it comes to the Glittering Cave, there's one encounter we do not want. And that'll be the Onyx. And we can get Onyx in both zones. The reason I don't want the Onyx is because when you get to Silage City, there's a trade for Steelix. How close are you to evolving something else? So not one car. Because I'm wondering if we start opening with bugs instead. Just to get it out of the way. Like, obviously pickup's okay, but we're not getting a decent amount of items out of it. And basically once bugs evolves, we can switch it out for something else. So we might do that. Also, let's deal with the babies first. So we can go citrus berry. Agua. Didn't mean to do that, cherry boon. Not there, because that's where I wanted that person berry to go. One moment. Sorry about that. Okay. Sorry, one moment. Back. Yeah, again, sorry for that. Cat caught a fucking blue tongue. Baby blue tongue. That's sort of why I ended up putting the cherry berry in the wrong place, because I was looking over it and I'm like, what have you got? Oh, fuck. Once we're done with this, I'll go grab my coffee. Caught a bat, caught a bird out of the sky, now he's catching lizards. Like, he hasn't eaten them, to be clear. I've got the feeling it might have bitten him back. Because he just dropped it. Either that or like it wriggled around, freaked him out for a bit. And he's managed to get back out. So I had to bring him back inside again. This row can be the orange berries. And then I'm wondering, could I do a 50-50 split in the next row, or just give the next two order Petra? Is it like 3 orange berries, 3 Petras, and then the row of Petras, or... Nobody, not yet. I don't think you guys can keep Buddy's way on. So we're done with that. A quick heal up, it can fit down, and then we head all the way down. Well, once we do the coffee anyway. Anyway, coffee time. So by all means, grab yourselves a drink or a snack or anything like that as well, or stretch if you need to. And I'll be back in a few minutes. Till then, guys. And back. No audio problems this time. At least that I've heard. But I've changed, like, in case any of you didn't see the Danganronpa stream yesterday, I've now basically changed over the cable I was using with the headphones. That seems to have done the job. And considering that change has also seemed to have fixed the issue here, I guess that might have been causing the problem here too. Rich boys definitely run the gamut, from superb to dismal. Being a Viscount like me is just the sort of pedigree my birth demands. Did you evolve Greninja? I evolved Troki to Thwaggidy. Greninja's the final evolution. Do we go Kai? Do we want to just stick it through? No, let's go Kai. Ah, shit, we forgot to do that. Oh, we can always switch into Baymax to get the amulet coin. It may force us to. Anytime Baymax, get yourself the annual coin. And your level. Sure. Level to Baymax. All the health. Level to Greta. Well, we can drop it for buy for now. Don't really want to be relying on Bide, especially on a bloody Nuzlocke. I've brought shame upon my family's name. I can't bear to face my father after this. You know the weight of all my glorious forefathers' honor. It's pretty heavy sometimes. We restore you with a portion. The advantage to the overabundance. Let's get that item over. So just try the same follow there. Oh, what's that? You want to toss them? Good times. I'm coming at you with all I've got. Battleness returns to the same goal. Oh, I couldn't have done it this time. That was a right terrible defeat. You totally beat me. You're pretty tough for such a cute little thing. Friend, lend me your ear. I am the Greek Dennis, envy of all, holder of the lofty rank of Baron. One word alone appears not in my mighty lexicon. That word is defeat. Yeah, you said that last time I beat you. That being said, that's a bugger. Shall we switch? Do we switch in Greta or Valerie? Special attack 24 with a 40, or a special attack of 19 with a 50. Das is fine. Oh fuck, I left my water bottle out there. That's alright. I think that I would have to add such a word as defeat to my mighty lexicon. You already did. The truth is, I'm not really all that strong a trainer, but I sounded cool, right? The first time, sure. The more you repeat it, though, the less effective it gets. On the momentum. Don't know how much of that got picked up or not. So Viscount Ardmore as a Esper. So I'm going to go looking for him. Yep, that's Edison. This is my debut in society. I've been dreaming of this day. I may just be a baron, but I'm going to latch onto some nice duchess and aquajet myself to the top of society. I'm sure. I'll see. Crit. It's my secret out. Look, since I lost in hole, I'm gonna live with you, pal. I'm actually super crazy poor. Like, poorer than dirt poor, you see? I'm gonna raise my rank here and use a mean revenge on life. You seriously think that you can beat a Viscount like me? You're too funny, you know. And everyone but. Mind you, this is still okay. Because we've got Crux. And if needs be, we switch to Kettle. Right. It's not making a switch then. And technically we can also bring in Ty. Level to Kettle. Level to Kai. Scary face. No. And level to Bugs. We know what that means. Ooh, double kick time. Yeah, keep the priority. I was nearly going to take it. Rock Smash and level of Valerie as well for good measure. Mammon, you must come at once. I'm in dire need of assistance against this trainer. It's evolution time, baby. Enter Diggersby. I'm going home. Mammon will make it all better for me. So, now that that's done, okay, you still get pickup. That's nice. Okay, let's... How do we want to do this? We'll swap out Kettle. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to announce the arrival of Viscountess Beatrice to our hall. Haven't we already beaten her? So I wanna swap Kettle out. Yeah, let's go Peach. Kai's alright for now. Savez. So I know exactly what the next name for, like, if I ever catch another Bumblebee/Diggersby, I know exactly what I'm going to be calling it. Wallace. Oh, definitely with Tamil anyway. Right, that's done, that's done, that's done. So that'll be Beatrice. I don't want any pretty words. Just show me what you've got. Show me what you've got. That ain't gonna help you. He's a physical boy. Despite what he wants his nature to do. Analyzed. Perfect. Perfect. You've only got much longer left to go. That would have been nice. Chip away. Yes, please. That'll be for tackle. Impressive. Your technique leaves nothing to be desired. You don't need any words from a loser like me. Nope, just your money. Beatrice. Countess Beatrice, where are you? Ah, yes, you're the tentacle. And so we technically still keep my max up top. Make use of our copious amounts of orange berries beyond mulch. Let's get started once I've been chomping at the bit. We battled like not even half an hour ago. You like to get your crits in, don't you? Level a Greta. And level a Pidge. Oh, yes, that is what I wanted. I just love a good sound of feet. I'm going wild with my Pokemon is the ultimate stressfully for me. Let me switch you out. Do I want it to be Greta, or do I want it to be you? We'll go you. I have a wonderful feeling about this battle. My heart is fit to burst from my chest. Baroness, where's the spoink? Get that shit out right now. Stick with the whistling. There's a pain in my chest. Could that be the feeling my heart's being crushed? My heart feels like it is. I feel like my heart is fit to break. This is the first time I've ever felt like this. Another one. I can just dummy out. That's you. Maybe you. Ah, the Kecleon. That would be interesting. Where's your moveset, Kecleon? Psybeam, Feint, Fury Swipes, Feint Attack is what it should be. With that in mind, and considering what we know its ability is. Oh, not you. Oh my, that is quite the unusual style you were sporting there. Did you pick out your clothes in the dark? Or perhaps from a trash can? Double kick. And once more with feeling. Over to Valerie. It seems you've got some skill with the Pokemon, despite your total lack of fashion. It's just because of your hideous style, I'll have you know. I was distracted by its terribleness. Oh yes, I'm sure. That I assume should be everyone. Somebody's just arrived. In that case... just in case. Not that we should made it, but just in case. Heal me. Here's a spoink. What do you got? Psych up, side beam, Edison T, sideways. I say we leg it. This way. We switch to Pidge and definitely take it. Bit behind where I'd like to be. I'd slowly been hoping we've gotten through the team for a bit by now. Considering what we're dealing with, so we're da. Keep Cayenne, keep Pigeon. I think Bugs is the one that goes here. Let's bring Kettle back in. An item before then? Nope. You up here. Save. Not there. Actually, I'll quickly double check Meditite's move set, because otherwise I am teaching it thingo. Rock Smash. Doesn't learn a fighting, an attacking fighting type move until, well, beyond counter, until 29. So yeah, you take it. Should probably feed in power. You didn't even get to learn it. And learn what type it was. I'm not going to put it on the next as well. Already got time. Beautiful. Just the one battle. Right. Glittering Cave, Glittering Cave. Realistically, any of them but the Onyx. Would also technically prefer neither the Lunatone nor the Soul Lock. So Machop, Cubone, Rhyhorn, Kangaskhan, or Mawile. Those would be the preferences. Moveset, moveset, moveset. What is your moveset? Sing. Lee, Headbutt, Bang Club, Tail Whip. Interesting. 2 defense down moves. Oh no! Oof. Switch to page. Interesting. So I don't know if I use Tackle. Sorry, not Tackle. We definitely don't use Tackle. I don't know if I use Gust too. Ooh, we're really gonna do this, aren't you? Yes, so nice. Captured. Where's the skull of its dead mother on its head? When it becomes lonesome, it is said to cry loudly. What to call you? You know what that kind of works. Any. Save. Add to tracker. I believe this is where you get the Kangaskhanite later on in the post game. Go tracker. Cave. Cubone. Should. Back out and heal. Cloudstone will work well with Fossil. Oh, here's another Pokemon. More, he was so close. I know most people will just say Mobile's not that great, and to a general rule, sure, but getting a Pokemon that's got a Mega Evolution wouldn't be a bad shout. Over to ground. Oops. Okay, so hang on, so we turn right again. Yep, so just straight on. Or is this back out the way we just came? It is. Okay. Well, actually, while we're here. I'm just going to quickly fill up my water bottle. Hang on. and back. So I'd say we've got about 20, maybe 25 minutes at a stretch left. So time to rush. Straight into a battle. Nuzlocke. What you has? Sidewave, rock polish, fire spin, and rock throw. I think we just run. Well, that's definitely going to stop that. Another keybone. No, you definitely actually need to switch out now. So the question is item this way? I think this is the last item we can get for now. Oh, fuck's sake. I'm done. Sure. This should be fine for Greta. Famous last words. Level to Greta. It's mind read. An awful idea, but I don't think so. Shadow Claw. Pretty solid move to be getting already. Now, second encounter. Because the encounters you can get in here, with one exception, you cannot get in the previous room. And that's how I sort of switched to how I was running encounters in White 2. There's any Pokemon that, like any separate zone that had a different, basically a completely different, well, not even a completely different, but any different zone you could run a new encounter in, provided that that the encounter could not be caught in the previous route. Duplicates trump all after that. So the encounter that can be found here is an Onix. That was found in the previous. If my encounter in here, the first Pokemon I came across inside here was an Onix, I wouldn't be able to catch it. Any of the other ones that could pop up here, which is Woobat, Ferroseed, and Dwebble, I can catch. We'll keep Greta top for this opening battle with Flirt. What's this? Well, what do we have here? A nosy little trainer has come poking around. Listen up. We're a fashionable team whose very name makes people tremble in fear. Team Flare. Team Flare's goal is to make it so we're the only ones who are happy. We don't care one bit about what happens to other trainers or Pokemon. Get out of here, kid. Don't you know not to play with fire? Getting my fancy suit dirty isn't the stylish way to do things, but if you insist, I'll bite you. Get him, Houndour. Real issue here's a wall. That's fine if we kill it in one. Is it about we switch? Technically I should have put the X-Men shell on now, but that's alright. Chip away. Level to Baymax. Oh, you may have beaten me, but when I lose, I go out in style. What's this? You're a pretty tough. You're a pretty tough trainer for a kid. Watch yourself. I'm not the only member of Team Flare. Noted. Don't even be doing all the rock smashes just yet, because I want to make sure. We're gonna take everyone else down so we can do what we want. Open. We're gonna go Kai. Dragon Rage. Of a kind. G's across the board. On the electric. I'm gonna deal with you. Definitely not Kettle. Baymax again. I don't mind Kai getting close to the level cap because we're not using him in the gym. I mean, we could maybe... Oh, we have to more or less get away with how we can switch out. Hey, you weren't supposed to beat me. You should keep your nose out of adults' business, kid. We're Team Flare. We'll put the fashion into fear. We were looking for fossils, but discovered a kid. So Uncle, there are 2 members of Team Flare. Or then, are you ready to team up and battle them? Sure. I just thought with another one of those Team Flare guys. If you just want to make people in Team Flare happy, why don't you just do that? If you're going to go around threatening other people, we won't let you get away with it. Challenged by Team Flare Grunt and Team Flare Grunt. Scraggy and Trogonk. Slightly annoying. Here you come, Pidge. Once again, the blurb that we get told is that this is not a double battle, it's supposed to be 2 singles battles. Gust on... yeah, the Croagong. Maybe we could have left it. Plus got a crit off for it. That's a slight issue. Why would you switch in an Absol? I know you've still got your starter. That was 27 damage, wasn't it? So that would leave us with 13, well 13 and 14, so 41. Fire under crit. Over to Pidge. Go, Team Flare! Oh, I lost? I guess I'll stop cheering now. You made me so sad, I think I'm gonna cry. Money! Oh man, my favourite fashionable Team Flare suit is filthy. If we can restore fossils, we can make some goodly money. I'm a trainer, and protecting my partners is what I do. Come on, let's go look for that researcher from the fossil lab. Escape room. Did you find him? Why hello, I'm here to look for fossils as well. Are you okay? Did Team Flare come here? Team Flare? What's that, a Pokemon? Don't worry about it. It looks like he was completely absorbed in looking for fossils. You two are very lucky. I just now found 2 fossils. But they're both ones I already have, so I'll give one to each of you. Do you want the jaw fossil or the sail fossil? I'll take the jaw fossil, thank you. It's the jaw fossil. It looks like it could chew you up anything. Is this the fossil you want? Yep. I want a tyrant. Well, then I'll take this one. I'll restore your fossils and turn them back into Pokemon at the fossil lab. Hope to see you there. Well, we went looking for the assistant and we found that suspicious group called Team Flare as well. I guess I should train more so I can travel around with those Team Flare people. I can travel safely with those Team Flare people running around. In that case, I think the best thing to do would be to challenge the Silage City Gym. which we will get to as well. But that will have to happen next time. Well, at least we've started to move in the right direction in terms of getting our teams a lot more, well, spread out a bit more in terms of leveling and all that jazz. With our first encounter with Team Flare. Our first official encounter with Team Flare, I should say. Things may start to move along. Anyway, yeah, so that'll be it for today. So thanks for tuning in live if you did, or if you're watching on playback, thanks for watching. As always, I've been Thongalady2. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to find me elsewhere, the links will be in the description below, or feel free to check out the rest of the channel. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.